This sports story is why we follow sports. It's why we love sports. It's why we root for people. It's belief in self. It is self-made opportunities coming home to roost and making the most of it. That's why we love sports. And it happened over the weekend, or culminated over the weekend. And, obviously it was talked about, and this person has broken through. But writ large, in the full-on American sports world, it hasn't been talked about enough, in my mind, because it involves the world of women's tennis and an 18-year-old girl named Emma Raducanu. She is 18 years old, born in Toronto, Canada, parents of Romanian and Chinese descent, moved to the UK when she was 2. And she won the U.S. Open. And to tell her story, this is a 21st century way to tell her story, as we will do on our simulcast here on Peacock and this Rich Eisen Show radio simulcast show. You can tell her story, and we will, through her Twitter timeline. Let's start with the first tweet here that happened way back in July, where she said, thanks for the wild card to the Mubadala Silicon Valley Classic. Excited to be part of 50 years of history founded by the legendary Billie Jean King in 1971. She tweeted this out on July 13th, 2021. Now, she had just finished Wimbledon in the 4th round. She retired due to a trouble breathing that she had in the 4th round of Wimbledon. And for an 18-year-old to make the 4th round of Wimbledon, one might say, was a big to-do.
Yeah.
She was the youngest British woman to reach the Wimbledon 3rd round since 2002. And she made the draw for that Grand Slam as a wild card. That was on July 13th. Then she played in a couple of other tournaments to wind up in the U.S. Open, where she had to qualify for the United States Open. 3 straight wins in qualifiers for the U.S. Open, did not drop a set, and that's how she got into the main draw, as she tweeted out in celebratory fashion, on the 26th of August. Enjoying my first pro U.S. Open is how she showed up there. And then on the 27th, she tweets out, I'm into the main. Not many people were, following her Twitter account, but who knew? As she's into the main, and this is a shot of her getting, I guess one would say, her hip flexors worked on. Which, by the way, all it takes is just one swing of the tennis racket for my hip flexors to start barking at me. But I'm not an 18-year-old. I'm a 52-year-old. Yes. So she's having fun. Into the main. Okay, that's nice. She's a qualifier. Into the main. Well, round of 128, she beats Stephanie Vugala of Switzerland 2-3 and tweets out on the 31st of August, thanks for making me feel so welcome. Very, very happy to be into R2 round 2. Now, I'll tell you this. The shot of her celebrating on a tennis court, that ain't Arthur Ashe. That's what we call an outer court at the U.S. Tennis Center. Okay? Now, on September the 2nd, she tweets out after she beats Shuai Zhang of China 2-4 in the round of 64. So appreciative to everyone out there for the continued support. A heart emoji, and then R3, an arrow saying soon. A little emoji from the young lady on September 2nd. So now she's into the 3rd round. Qualifier. She's won 5 straight. Hasn't dropped a set yet. As she's now on the 4th of September tweeting out after a victory over Sara Sorribes Tormo of Spain. Thank you for an amazing atmosphere and helping me into week 2 of at U.S. Open. 2 exclamation points. Means a lot. That emoji with the hearts all around it means love. Or
yeah.
That was on September 4th, 2021.
Lots of love.
On September 6th, after she beat United States' own Shelby Rogers 2-1, she tweets out, we were in the last and then the 8 ball of at U.S. Open, which it's now deep into the tournament. Now they have the Statue of Liberty logo attached to that.
Yep.
Thank you to everyone for your continued support. Now that looks like Arthur Ashe. She's now taking selfies with adoring young ladies who she is no doubt inspiring. A qualifier into the round of 8.
Nuts.
Known as the quarterfinals, where she takes on the 11th seeded Belinda Bencic of Switzerland and beats her 3-4. Tweeting out on September 8th after that, Final Four feeling. I can't believe it. Thank you all. See you out there tomorrow under the lights. Ooh. Yeah, they're realizing there's a star being born, right. And they're going to put her under the lights at Ashe. Yep. Against Maria Sakkari of Greece in the semifinals. Takes her out 1-4. Hasn't dropped a set. She's now the first qualifier in the history of Grand Slam tennis to make the finals. Tweeting out on the 9th of September that she's pure happiness under the lights in New York. Can't believe it. Now she's taken a shot of everybody already being gone, and then the other shot is of her making the finals. A qualifier in the finals, and she hasn't dropped a set. And who's she taking on in the finals? Another teenager, Leila Fernandez of Canada, who was dynamic and wonderful to follow herself, and beats her 4-3 and tweets out on September 12th, we're taking her home. Wow. On the left, holding the Union Jack, and on the right, the U.S. Open trophy. Come on. Started out, hey, I'm at my first Open.
Hey, this is so cool.
How cool is this?
Yeah.
How cool is this?
That was quite the journey.
She didn't drop a set. Making the most of the opportunity. Qualifying. And you know what? I told my kids this. I'm going to get emotional. I told my kids this. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. Yep. You don't know how good you are until you try. You might be the best at it and think, I can't. And then you get out there amongst the best and you beat them all. How great is that? It's the greatest sports story that can be told. And then once you try hard and you try your hardest and you believe in yourself and you tell everybody else, I'm me, I'm going to do it, and you do it, then you soak in the trappings. Like getting tweets from the Queen of England. Tweets from the King of England and all the royalty. Look at royal family. Who knew? There's a blue check mark with an avatar of the Queen. The Queen sent a message to her.
Wow.
And then everybody,
that's awesome.
dukes and duchesses, start tweeting at her. One after the other. The royal family. Showing up on Good Morning America. Here in our country after winning our country's tournament. And then, in many books, the ultimate. Last night at the Met Gala. That happened to Emma Raducanu, an 18-year-old who less than 3 weeks ago was who's she for most. What can she do with an opportunity and a ticket? Hit the lottery.
Chip in a chair.
Chip in a chair. You've got a shot. You're a qualifier. What can you do? If you're a qualifier, from now on, you can do what she did. And I can only hope that she gets off of Twitter and doesn't look at all the garbage that might be coming her way as an 18-year-old young lady in this world. You be you, Emma Raducanu. Yeah, I think it was just amazing, awesome. And I can't get enough of it. And I love telling her story through her own Twitter timeline, which I think is a very millennial thing for a 52-year-old to do.
And people are into it, Rich. You said she only had a few thousand a few weeks ago. She's over 500,000 now followers.
Just be careful with that. That's all.
Yeah.
Congratulations. What a story. I love it. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.